Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good afternoon, my dear students. Mr. Ahmed Hassan greets you all from AHMED, and this session is for students of the third year secondary, both classes A and B. I want you all to think and share your answers with me today. You can follow me on your student's book, Traveler 6, Model 3, Unit 6 on page 71, Vocabulary and Grammar. That's our lesson today. It's Vocabulary and Grammar on page 71. Get ready? Let's start with section 1 on page 71. It's Vocabulary. Number 1, phrasal verbs. What do we mean, guys, by phrasal verbs? Phrasal verbs are verb plus preposition. What are phrasal verbs? Phrasal verbs are verbs plus prepositions. If we take, for example, a verb like, for example, the verb look. We can say look at, or we can say look up. We can say look after, and we can say look out. We can say look like. Every time we change the preposition, it has a different meaning. So what are verbs plus prepositions? We call them phrasal verbs. Okay. Here in number 1, we have phrasal verbs with the verb bring. Bring. Guys, to help you again, we have another point. This verb bring, and the past is brought, and the past participle or verb 3 is brought. So bring, brought, brought. Bring is infinitive or the base form of the verb. The past or verb 2 is brought, and the past participle or verb 3 is brought. Here we have phrasal verbs with bring. Read the following extract from the interview that you heard in the listening section yesterday. What does the phrasal verb in bold mean? Try to guess the meaning of this verb. If you suffer from asthma, and we said yesterday, asthma is an illness which hurts your lungs when you cannot breathe or when it's very difficult and hard to breathe. Rabu. It could bring on an attack. Bring on means lead to. So the verb bring with the preposition on has a different meaning. What is it? Lead to. So bring on means lead to or to cause something to happen. Lead to. Lead to. Now let's go to question B. Match the phrasal verbs here in bold with their meanings. I'll give you 1 minute. Please try to guess the meaning of these verbs. I read the examples and you try to think and share your answers. 1. I was brought up. We mentioned before, brought is the past of or past participle of bring. I was brought up in a very strict. Strict means hard, rigid, or severe. Household means an extended family or house. So try to guess the meaning of brought up from these verbs. 2, or from this phrase. With that attitude, attitude means behavior, or we can say it's a negative or hostile state of mind. behavior تصرف. He will bring about his own downfall. Downfall means fall or failure. تؤدي إلى سقوطه إلى الهاوية أو فشله. So here the verb is bring about. Try to guess the meaning of bring about. 3. He doesn't want to go to the market, but I'll bring him round. Bring round. Here is the phrasal verb. Try to guess. 4. Seeing that old swing. Swing is a seat suspended by a rope or chains for swinging. الأرجوحة. Brought back many fond memories of childhood. So try to guess the meaning of brought back. And number 5, even though we both have 2 jobs each, neither of us brings in enough money to survive. The phrasal verb here is bring in enough money. So what do we mean by bring in money to survive, to live? Now I give you the chance to answer, and if you know the answer, you can raise your hand. You can answer number 1. Yes, Dagash.
Yes, teacher. Number 1 is to raise a child.
Raise a child. Good D. Would you go on, please? Number 2, bring about. Yes, Dagash, go on.
Okay. Number 2 is to cause something to happen.
Good. Number 3, go on, Dagash. Go on.
Okay. Number 3, to convince someone to change their mind.
Try to convince. يقنع شخص إنه يغير رأيه. And number 4, brought back.
Okay. To cause to remember.
Right, because we have memories, and the memory is the ability to remind or to remember things or past events. And number 5, we have bring in, the
To
last
earn.
one, to earn money or enough money to survive. Thank you, Dash, for your participation. Again, guys, I'll give you now the meanings of these verbs. Brought up, أنا ينشأ أو يتربى. Bring about means to cause something to happen. يتسبب فيه. Number 3, we have bring round means convince someone to change his mind. يعني يغير رأيه. Number 4, brought back, the past of bring back معنى يعيد إلى الذاكرة أو يتذكر. And number 5, brings in means earn money معنى يدر مالا أو يكسب مالا. Guys, you have to learn these phrasal verbs by heart. Let's go to the next exercise. Here we have expressions with put. Here the verb put and the past is put, put. It's an irregular verb. Verb 1 like verb 2 like past participle or verb 3. Here we have expressions means a significant word or phrase. تعبيرات مع الفعل put. Read the following extract from the interview that you heard in the listening section. Can you think of any other expressions with the verb put? For example, here, the peppermint put the athletes in a good mood. We mean here put in a good mood means refresh. Now, here we have the verb put and the expression put in a good mood. Put in a good mood. That's the expression together. Group of words with a special or a significant meaning. Now, let's do the practice. It's very easy, guys. Complete the sentences with the nouns in the box. In these 5 sentences, we have the verb put. Here, putting, put, put, put a lot of, and put much. So much. Now we have some nouns that we have to fill in the blanks with these nouns. We have blame, blame, an expression of disapproval or reproach. Loam, when I say put blame on, put blame, put a blame on يعني يلوم شخص أو يلقي باللوم على. Next we have effort. Effort means um, exert effort or do his best. When I say put an effort يعني يبذل مجهود. Stop أو put a stop يضع حدا لي. Put a lot of money or so much money means spend a lot of money. ينفق مبالغ كبيرة. And number 5, put pressure on. Put a pressure or put pressure on means to enforce someone. بمعنى يقدر شخص على شيء. Now, I want you to answer this exercise. Who can answer number 1? Please read the whole sentence. I need other participants, please. Muhammad, Majid, yes, get ready, Muhammad. Read number 1 and answer it.
Okay, teacher. My father is putting space on me to go to night school. Pressure, so.
Right. Putting pressure يضغط علي يجبرني. Number 2, Muhammad, go on.
Someone has space all
I can't hear you,
this
Muhammad.
needless weight.
Muhammad, please try again. There is a problem with your connection. Again.
Teacher. Yes, teacher.
Yes.
Teacher,
Yes, I can hear you, Muhammad.
can you
Answer.
hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Read number 2 again.
But to stop.
Good. Put a stop to all this needless waste. يضع حدا لهذا الإنفاق. Thank you, Betty. Who can answer number 3? Yes, Yasin. Get ready, Yasin.
السلام عليكم.
وعليكم السلام. هلا ياسين، كيف حالك؟
الحمد لله. I hate it when people put the blame on others and don't take responsibility for their mistakes.
Thank you, Yasin. Well done. Put the blame on يلقي باللوم على الآخرين. Dagash, number 4.
Okay. You can really tell that he put on a lot effort into building that tree.
House. Okay, the tree house. Dagash, by the way, there is no shadda in English, okay? So don't say effort. It's effort. Effort. Okay, don't double the letters. There is no shadda in English. We say effort. Thank you. Put a lot of effort يعني يبذل جهد, exert great effort or hard work. The last one, number 5, yes, Yasin again. Number 5, Yasin.
Yes, they have put so much space into their houses that now it's worth twice as much as when they put it
Right.
money.
they put so much money means they spend a lot of money. أنفقوا مبالغ طائلة. Now guys, we have 5 expressions with the verb put. We say put pressure, يجبرني, put a stop, يضع حد الني, put the blame on, يلقي باللوم على, put a lot of effort, يبذل جهدا كبيرا, and put so much money, ينفق مبالغ طائلة. Now let's go to the following grammar lesson. It's very easy guys, in no time, but just follow me. You have only 30 seconds to write your answers, please. Now this is grammar. What do we have in our grammar lesson today? We have to call it inversion. What is inversion in grammar, guys? Please listen carefully. When some words or expressions, usually with a negative or restrictive meaning, come or are at the beginning of a sentence, the sentence is formed like a question. I mean here, we put the auxiliary verb or the helping verb replaced before the subject. This is called inversion and it's used for emphasis. When you want to emphasize a piece of information, for example. Again, guys, we mean by inversion, or we use inversion with some words or phrases or expressions when they are used at the beginning of the sentence. We must put the sentence in the form of the question. How can we make it in the form of the question? By putting the auxiliary verb or the helping verb before subject. What are these expressions? You can follow me now on your books and try to understand these expressions. When the following words and expressions are at the beginning of the sentence, the verb in the main clause is in question form. This is called inversion or switch. We put the helping verb before the subject and it's used for emphasis. Guys, try to learn these expressions by heart. Never, before, لم يحدث من قبل. Rarely, seldom, نادرا. Hardly, when, قلما. No sooner than, لم يكد حتى. Only and not only but also, ليس فقط ولكن أيضا. Not until, not even, little, قلما, ولا. In no way, by no means, on no account, مهما كانت أو بأي حال. In no way, by no means, on no account, under nowhere, and under no circumstances. مهما كانت الظروف. Guys, to help you understand, let's do the practice. It's very easy and simple. But how can we do this practice? Go to exercise B in the same page. Rewrite the sentence using inversion and the words given. Guys, number 1, you should not use a mobile phone in the library. He wants you to use the word or the expression what? Account, right? What do we call it? We call it on no account, right? Follow me now. How can we answer number 1? We will say, what's the expression? It's called on no account. Okay, and then put the sentence in the question form. What is the helping verb? Should. And what's the subject? You. So we'll say should you. That's what we call inversion now. Switch. We change the auxiliary verb or the helping verb with the subject. Should you use and then complete a mobile phone in the life. بيطلع معنا جملة مهما كانت الظروف لا تستخدم الجوال في العمل. فكرة الدرس يا شباب في الجرامر إنك تغير سويتش وتحذف أي نفي. ليه حذفنا النوت؟ لأن عندي on no account is same. So we usually use these expressions at the beginning of the sentence with a negative or restrictive meaning. How can we form the rule? On no account, by no means, under no circumstance, hardly, no sooner, plus helping verb and then subject. Now, who can answer number 2? Number 1 again, on no account. Here we take the expression at the beginning, on no account. Should you, that's the inversion, switch. Should you use a mobile phone? Now, number 2. I will choose who can answer this one. Let's take Abdulaziz Al-Amari. Abdulaziz Al-Amari, can you hear me? Get ready. Yes, Azuz. Hello, Abdulaziz. Okay, Amari is absent. Or maybe he is absent-minded. Now let's take another one. Who can answer number 2, guys? Please hurry up. We have to answer from number 1 to number 4 at least today. I'll help you again. What we have here, we can't leave the hall before the speaker has finished his lecture. He gives you the expression or the word circumstance. So we have to use the whole expression. What do we call it, guys? Number 2, it's under no circumstance. Okay, sorry, here is a space. Under no circumstance, and then get the auxiliary verb. What is the helping verb here? Can. So we can say, can we leave the hall before the speaker has finished his lecture and complete? I hope now that you understand it. So under the circumstances, can we leave the hall before the speaker has finished? Now guys, let's complete. Who can answer number 3? You will understand the tragedy when you see the pain on the children's faces. Use only. What do you call it? Only when. Only when. Here is when. So what do you say? Only when you see the pain on the children's faces will you understand the tragedy. Guys, to help you again, what we call number 3, we say only when. And complete. Only when what? You see the pain on the children's faces. You see the pain on the children's Only when you see that tragedy will you understand that tragedy. Only when you see the pain on the children's faces will you understand the tragedy. Guys, when you see any of these expressions, it must be in the inversion or in the question form. Put the auxiliary verb switch, must be switching, helping verb plus subject. We had just started our picnic when it started raining. Use hardly. So what do you call it? Hmm. Hardly had we started our picnic when it started raining. Hardly had we started our picnic when it started raining heavily. Guys, that's all for today. We will stop now. Our meeting is adjourned. It's now 1:35. Please don't leave until I take screenshot of the students attending with me. Thank you for your listening and your attention. See you next week, inshallah. May Allah protect you all and stay at home. Goodbye.